Guys, one of the things that South Africans have been complaining about for a very long time, it is the state of our public healthcare facilities. This is something that South Africans have not been shy to speak about. South Africans have not been shy to say that our public healthcare facilities are a mess. Our public healthcare facilities are disgusting, essentially. Because if you look at many public hospitals, if you look at many public clinics, they are a mess. And this is something that the people have been complaining about. I don't know for how long. And truth of the matter is that they are not going to be fixed. We can sit here and complain and make noise. They are not going to be fixed. Because if these people actually had an intention of fixing these things, they would have been fixed. But right now, South Africans actually have to live with the fact that the public healthcare facilities cannot even be trusted. How many people have actually decided to die at home instead of going to the hospital? How many people do you know personally that decided that, no, I'm never going to go to the hospital because I cannot trust that hospital with my life? And one of the most frustrating things for the people on the ground is that the same politicians that are presiding over these public healthcare facilities will never go to the same hospitals and clinics whenever they need medical attention. Whenever the families of the politicians need medical attention, they will never go to the public hospitals. And there is a reason for that. But somehow, no, they expect the public to trust these public healthcare facilities with their lives. They expect you and your family to trust these public healthcare facilities. It is insane, man. It is insane. And with the ANC announcing the National Health Insurance and Ramaphosa basically signing it into law, people have been more angrier. People have been more angry to say that, why are you guys failing to maintain the current healthcare facilities that we have? Because the truth of the matter is that if the public healthcare facilities that we have were maintained, there would be no need to implement the NHI. There will be no need to implement the NHI. But these people are talking about the NHI because they understand that it is a popular rhetoric. If you go to the people on the ground and actually say that, guys, we have actually worked on a proposal and this is going to benefit you so much. Because right now, if you or your family members need medical attention, you don't have to go to these public hospitals that we have decided to destroy as the comrades. No. Now, if you or your family members need medical attention, we are going to provide you with these cards and the government is going to take care of everything. It is going to take care of everything. So if you or your family member need medical attention, you are going to go to the private to the private hospitals, and the people are happy. The people are happy. They are happy so much. Now they are forgetting to hold them accountable for the mess that they did in the public healthcare facilities. And this is the situation that we are facing right now. And these people are saying that, no, whoever is criticizing the NHI, they don't want the people to get better healthcare. No, they don't want the people to get the better healthcare. But truth of the matter is that if the current healthcare facilities were maintained, there would be no need to implement the NHI. That is the truth. That is the truth. They can go around, they can do the interviews, they can speak big English. We are not stupid. We are not stupid. If the current hospitals and the clinics and other healthcare facilities were actually maintained, there would be no need to implement the NHI. They are implementing the NHI because right now it is their way to destroy the public health, the private health facilities. This is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. So I saw an article a couple of days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, and it was talking about the government and the health department talking about building 6 new hospitals. And it actually made me more furious to say that, are these people actually going to ignore this crisis that the general public is facing with the public hospitals, with the public clinics, and build 6 new hospitals? So instead of actually fixing these hospitals that we currently have, you are going to build new ones. You are going to build new ones. I mean, guys, make it make sense to me, because I honestly do not understand this logic. Because if you take that money that you are going to build the hospitals with and actually pay attention to these ones that we currently have, I'm sure a lot of problems would actually be solved. But no, this is not how the comrades actually think. The comrades says that, okay, we have a lot of hospitals that are underfunded. We have a lot of hospitals that are disgusting. Instead of us actually pumping the money into that and actually ensuring that these hospitals that are servicing the general public are actually good, we are going to build new ones. I don't understand the logic behind that. I don't understand the logic of building 6 new hospitals, whereas you have a lot of hospitals that actually need attention, that need maintenance. I don't understand the logic behind that. I don't. I honestly don't. So in this article, it says that Motsoaledi announces 6 new hospitals to be built nationwide. Minister of Health, Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi says 6 new academic hospitals will be built in the country to alleviate the challenges experienced in the healthcare sector. Speaking to the SABC on the margins of the G20 event on health, Motsoaledi spoke on the halting of funds by the US government. He says the government will still be able to provide medications such as ARVs to the neediest South Africans. So these people are saying that, okay, we are going to build 6 new hospitals to actually alleviate the challenges experienced in the healthcare sector. This is the reason why they are going to build 6 new hospitals. So does it make any sense to you guys? Does it make any sense to you? Instead of fixing the one that you currently have to build new ones, does it make any sense? Because to me, it doesn't. I don't want to lie. I'm not going to sit here, guys, and start lying to you. To me, it honestly doesn't make any sense. It honestly doesn't make any sense. But somehow, this is not how the comrades actually view things. The comrades are saying, okay, you guys are complaining about the fact that your public hospitals that are near, the public hospitals that you guys are depending on are dilapidated. No, we are not going to fix them. We are going to build 6 new hospitals nationwide. This is what the healthcare department is going to spend the money on. I don't know what these people actually expect the public to do, to clap hands. Just like with the ANC, whenever they speak about the national health insurance, I don't know what they expect the people to do, to clap hands or what. But it doesn't even make any sense. But they are willing to pump a lot of money, because this is like they are going to pump a lot of money. They are going to pump a lot of money. It's a mess, man.
Going forward to improve the health sector in the country with all these challenges we are seeing, what is the strategy of the department just to improve the health sector? You find a situation where people are complaining. I know you have looked at this issue.
Well, and after all, you cannot trust the SABC to actually ask the relevant questions. This is again, to me, is so frustrating, man. It is so frustrating. We have a government that is so anti-media in this country, and I don't think many people are actually paying attention to that. We have a government that is so anti-media. They are anti-media, man. Like the president, whenever he speaks with the media, I think 2 minutes it is enough. And this guy is the president of the country. But whenever he speaks with the media, no, 2 minutes it's enough. And these people are already taking him away. Almost as if no, this guy is going to say something insane. Just like it's almost as if this is Joe Biden of South Africa. This is Joe Biden of South Africa. You cannot leave this person in front of the cameras for 10 minutes to speak with the media, to take the questions from the media. No, this is Joe Biden. Sir Ramaphosa is Joe Biden of this country. No, 2 minutes it's enough. Squeeze him away. Take him away. This is so frustrating, man.
I know you have looked at this issue.
Well, to improve the strength of the health sector, you will be aware that the president said that in the State of the Nation address, the preparation and strengthening of healthcare system in preparing for NHI. He said that, and you may be aware that last week on Friday and Thursday and Friday, we held our National Health Council meeting, which is a statutory body consisting of the minister, all the 9.
And guys, don't you find it very strange that these people that are literally failing to maintain the current healthcare facilities that we have are now talking about implementing the NHI? Are now talking about implementing the NHI. You know, a lot of people have actually said that, you know, we don't have a problem with the NHI. Like, a lot of people have actually said that, no, okay, you know, I don't have a problem with the NHI. But I actually have a problem with the people that are trying to implement the NHI, because I know they are going to do a huge mess with the implementation of NHI. It's not like these people, we have not sat here and actually watched them literally destroy the country. Literally destroy the country. Do you trust the same people that are failing to maintain the current hospitals, the current clinics that we have? These people are literally failing to maintain them, to come and implement something as big as NHI. And they want you, as the public, to actually believe that they can implement the NHI. This is what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that. They want you to believe that. And South Africans, because many of the people in this country, I don't know if they are naive or what, they are clapping hands. And it's not like they haven't seen these people destroy the SOEs in front of their faces. The comrades destroyed the SOEs in front of the people's eyes. But the same people that are complaining about the fact that the comrades have destroyed the SOEs today are clapping hands for the same comrades whenever they speak about the NHI. Like, this just shows you how South Africans think. This just shows you how a lot of people in this country think. And I find that problematic. I don't want to lie. I find it very problematic that on one hand, you are talking about how these people have actually destroyed the SOEs. On the other hand, you are actually clapping hands for the same people whenever they speak about implementing something as big as NHI.
We held our National Health Council meeting, which is a statutory body consisting of the minister, all the 9 MECs, represented for SALCA, and the Surgeon General of the country. When they come together, they form the National Health Council. We made certain announcements there about hiring doctors and other health professionals. We made another announcement about buying basics, which we were not even there in some hospitals. You remember the stories about what happened in Helen Joseph. So we have ordered 1.4 billion rand worth, 1.3 billion rand rather, worth of commodities that are needed in health, just to make patients comfortable, like ICU beds, electric beds, mattresses for people who might be having strokes to avoid bed sores, bassinets for young children, and cot beds and all that. And we have ordered many of them. We have ordered 1.4 million articles that are worth 1.3 billion rand to try and make our hospitals hospitable. But apart from that, you are aware that the president also mentioned the issue of infrastructure, new hospitals and clinics in strategic areas. Those I'm going to announce next month when I read my budget speech.
How many?
There will be many. There will be many. There will be at least 6 academic hospitals. As you know, we've got 10 academic hospitals at the present moment. We are going to replace 3 because they are totally. In fact, I can't say we replace them. There's never been built. It has always been temporary, but for many years, so we are going to build them. Then we are going to build 6 new ones where they never existed before. So academic hospital, which we call central, will actually be, there will be actually 6 new ones, even though 3 will be replacement, because at the moment we have got 10 in the country.
This is in preparation for the implementation of NHI in its totality.
It's both strengthening healthcare system, but also preparation for NHI, because our healthcare system, if it is weak under NHI, it will make it more expensive, because people will move to very expensive private sector hospitals, whereas our own hospitals, especially academic hospitals, are able to do the same job. So it's also to make NHI very affordable and hospitable for our people.
So good luck to South Africans. That's all I can say. Good luck to South Africans. Good luck to South Africans. That's all I can say. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. And continue clapping hands. Continue clapping hands for these comrades. Continue clapping hands. I don't know, guys. What do you think, man? What do you think? Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.